Hello, I'm the FanFic Critic. I read it, you listen. Okay, I know. The episode listing said I was going to be reviewing something different today. Well, you can thank fanfiction.net for why I'm not reviewing the said fanfic, because they removed it. Yeah. Don't worry though. The fanfic that's replacing it is going to be just as bad, if not worse, than the original story I was going to review. This story is called My Love with a Vampire by Lexi Ferguson. It's not on fanfiction.net. In fact, it's on www.mylovewithavampire.webs.com. Webs.com, the same site that hosts the Net Dwellers and Manic Expression. Oh, those poor websites having to be associated with this. There's no rating for this story. There's no way you can really leave a comment by the looks of it. I guess you could register to be a member, but even then you can't leave any comments. So, and the fanfic, I can tell just by looking at my little tiny box for the scroll, is going to be really long, so I'm probably not going to read the entire thing. So I'll probably read about a quarter of the way through, and then I'll give my verdict. So let's get started. My Love with a Vampire by Lexi Ferguson. Lexi Kate Saga, Book 1. My name is Lexi Bieber. Well, freely, it's not. Freely? Don't you mean really? But I totally wish it is Lexi Lauren Kate, but I am in love with Justin Bieber. Hair, his music and smile and everything about him. He is so talented while he is very young, and of course he's hot too. I think he is so sexy. I hate it when dumb goths and heavy metal fans make fun of him. He is just a kid and he is amazing. Is this the fanfic or is this just the author's note? I live in Melbourne, which is in the United States of America. I really hope this is the fanfic, because this person should not be spewing their personal information like this. I mean, yes, I know that some people use their real names, but you should not be saying where you live. It's not Melbourne, Australia. Don't be silly. It is really raining and boring here, but that is okay because I am about to meet the love of my life, but I do not know that yet. Okay, I guess this is just a fanfic. I'm just hoping it's not a self-insert fanfic. I go to Melbourne High School and I'm 16 and I am in the 10th grade. And my favorite artist is Kesha because she is so freaking rad, other than Justin Bieber. I have long blonde hair that is shiny, and just like the moon, it reflects light so beautiful. Well, I can tell you one thing, they're definitely a Mary Sue. I have green eyes like a wolf, and I am really skinny and anorexic. Aren't you guys glad that I don't always describe myself when I begin each episode? Hello, I am the fanfic critic. I have blondie brown hair, and I wear glasses, and I have gray eyes that sometimes look blue and sometimes look green depending on what I'm wearing. And I have 2 wonderful cats, and I live in a house with a crazy psychotic cousin, and everything is all fine and dandy, and I myself am crazy. I am very prone to suicide. That would get really repetitive after a while. See, this is like what? The 188th episode of FanFic Critic. Imagine having to hear that many times. You guys would be killing yourselves by the end of the series. So let's continue. But everyone thinks I'm a slut, but really I'm actually a virgin, and I'm not a slut. It's just all the not popular people are jealous because I have so many friends. Then it was the morning, and I got up and I go to school in my purple Porsche. When I got to school, I was talking to my friend Heather. She's anorexic too. I love how these girls try to play it up that anorexic is so attractive and nice. I talked to my other friends, Christina, Becca, and Rachel. I am popular at school, so almost everyone is my friend, but not the mean people like those stupid freaking goths and all those nerds that all want to talk about Star Trek conventions all the time. And I am not friends with these creepy but really hot people called the Fallens because they don't like anyone and I don't know why. I think that the Fallens hate everybody because they never talk to anyone. I hate loners. That's not how you spelled it. They are so mean to people like me for no reason. They are jealous that I have so many friends, I guess. Well, that's why, because they think you're a conceited little twit. Then I went to biology. Okay. I sat next to Heather. Remember, she is the one who's anorexic like me. She is my BFFF. Best friend forever, forever. I guess. Today, Heather had her long chocolate hair straightened up all pretty and shiny. She was wearing a blue shirt from the Hollister with the seagull thing on it, and it said Hollister in white letters. She had skinny jeans that were ripped up on the knees. I was dressed almost like her, but my top was purple because that's my favorite color. Then we started talking, and the teacher didn't notice because he was an old dude who needed a hearing aid but didn't have one. Oh my God, guess who Justin Bieber was kissing yesterday? Heather whispered to me. Who? I whispered loudly. Selena Gomez. She is such a big fat slut. Heather replied in a louder tone of voice. Selena Gomez is a big fat slut, huh? Let's take a look at a picture of her. Oh yeah, she looks really fat and slutty. That's the thing that annoys me about fangirls like this. The person that they're a huge fan of, if they have the nerve to be with someone else, like be in a relationship with someone else, the other person is automatically ugly or a slut and stuff. I just think that's so childish. I know, right? You and Justin would be a way sexier couple. That's not how you spell couple, but whatever. She muttered back, definitely. That's not how you spell definitely, but whatever. I'm not going to waste my time showing the typos to you guys because this fanfic is just not worth it. I want to get it done and over with as soon as possible. I love him so much. If he has to date anyone that's not me, I would definitely be Keisha. She is so fucking rad, or totally freaking rad. I spoke loudly. Heather, Lexi, don't you know the rules? You aren't supposed to talk about in class. You have detention. During study hall, you will come to my office for detention. Then I was like, that's so not fair. I mean, sure, we talk in class, but that's because we're BFFs, we have to talk. That's no excuse. Although, I've never gone to a school where they would automatically give you a detention for talking in class if they only gave you the one warning. Usually you get a couple of warnings, and most of the time you get detention for something a lot more severe than that. I mean, really, what school does this girl go to? And we only talk about news and we weren't interrupting class or anything. If you're talking in the middle of class and being loud about it, you're interrupting class. We were being real quiet. Let's see here. In one of the other sentences, you said something about saying in a louder tone of voice, so you clearly weren't being quiet, especially if the supposed old dude could hear you. But then the bell rang and I had to go to my next class, which was algebra. I hate this class because it is assigned seats and I sit next to these really mean and stupid grills. I know, grills can be so mean. Look at what one did to my wrist. Oh wait, that was an oven. Mean old ovens. Let's continue to read. And then we net in algebra. I think they meant to say went in algebra. I had to sit in my assigned seat. It was bad. I was in the corner far away from all my BFFs who were on the other side of the room. I was right next to these stupid goth girls who hate me for no reason. Their names were Hera and Crystalia. I hope those were like names that they gave themselves and not real names. I mean, I could kind of see Hera because that's the Greek goddess, but Crystalia or Crystolia. I think their parents were gay for naming them that unless it's some retard night name. But anyways, one of them was a blonde girl with ugly black eyeliner and ugly purple eyeshadow, and she had green eyes that were too bright a color green. It was like acid green like mine. And Crystalia was this redhead with black eyeliner and her eyes were blue. They were sort of pretty, I guess, but they were gothic, which makes their clothes ugly. Contradiction much? And also I didn't think they were pretty because they were really, really mean. Then Hera, the blonde one, said, "Hello, slut," and she rolled her ugly acid green eyes. "Why do you hate me? I didn't do anything to you," I said in a real high-pitched, pretty voice. Then suddenly me and my BFFs broke into song in the middle of class. We started singing Keisha's song Stuck Up and dancing around the desks in the classroom like in a musical because they were stuck up and they needed to teach a lesson. Yes, the next time someone bullies you, get you and your friends to start breaking into song and tell them to stop being stuck up. That will surely tell people to stop picking on you. Your suburban little cult wouldn't have them know. Oh God, no, I'm not reading the lyric. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Oh my God, how long does this go down? Stop it, stop it. Go back to the story. Stop it. This is ridiculous. How long is this song? There we go, finally. They were all really embarrassed. I'm sorry, but if someone started to sing a song to me like that, I think I would have been laughing my ass off and they would have been the ones embarrassed. I was a great singer, and so were my friends, but Hera and Crystella think we suck. I sing like a mix of Kesha and Lady Gaga and Selena Gomez, but they really hate pop music and I didn't even know why. I think it's because they're stupid metalhead goths. I think their bands are really scary, and they probably worship the devil, but not me. I am a Christian. Oh yes, because goths automatically worship the devil. I mean, does this person even research anything? And I'm sorry, but Christians aren't exactly innocent little angels either. Look up their history. In fact, look up the history of any religion. They all have a dark past to them. Okay, I'm going to shut up before I start to get yelled at by a lot of people who get offended by that stuff. I forget I said anything. Then they just walked away all mean and huffy. See why we don't like M? I came home after going to the mall for shopping spree with Annabella and my fat goth sister Katrina sitting on the couch watching Marilyn Manson at a concert on her laptop. I wish I could lock my gothic hormonal sister in a freaking closet with her laptop and gothic boyfriend so she would leave us the freak alone. Later that night, I was going to have a sleepover with my BFFs at my house, of course. I was there and Heather was. She's my BFF because she's anorexic too. Didn't you already say that like 3 times before in the story? So why are you saying it again? So was Christina, Becca, and Rachel. I was wearing my Justin Bieber shirt that said "You Smile" on it and had a picture of him. Gosh, he's hot. And I had on jeans shorts and my hair was straightened. Heather had short shorts and a lime green shirt from the Aeropostale. Becca had a pink Abercrombie and Finch shirt and skinny jeans with the destroyed look. Christina was wearing a shirt for her favorite band, which is Big Time Rush, and skinny jeans. Rachel was wearing a purple Aeropostale shirt and white skinny jeans. We were all pretty. My mom made us cookies and went off to bed, and Katrina sat on the couch listening to Sleeping Sun by Nightwish, and I don't get that song, so it doesn't make much sense because they sound like they are singing in French and they are wearing clothes that went out of style 10 million years ago. I'm sorry, I don't think clothing exists 10 million years ago. They look like the Lord of the Rings. I mean, what the freak? And even when I look up the lyrics on the internet, I don't like the band. I only locked it up because I was bored, okay? They don't make any sense. It's just like a bunch of random goth words. I guess the people in that band don't speak English because they are French. A.N. How do you like that, sis? I can make fun of your favorite bands too. Stop calling Justin Bieber gay. He's not gay. I mean, he has a girlfriend. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So this is a self-insert fanfic. Not only that, but this person is insulting their sister for making, I don't know. No, you know what, no, I'm not reading any more of this. I'm near the quarter mark anyway. It's probably more like 1/8 through, but I really don't give a flying fuck. This is another clone of My Immortal in a sense, except this time it doesn't have gothic people, but it's pretty much the same stupid self-insert glorification crap. It's just going after a different fandom. And let me guess, she's gonna find Justin Bieber and he's gonna be a vampire. That's probably gonna be what the stupid story's about. And you know what? I'm not gonna waste my time with stupidity like this. I can tell just by reading the small bit of the story that I've read that this story is a waste of space. It's a waste of space. The grammar's atrocious. The spelling is bad. The layout is awful. The characters are annoying. There's nothing likable about them at all. They're just making me want to rip all my hair out and eat it and then puke it up and eat it again. So no, I'm not going to make myself suffer anymore, and I'm not going to make you guys suffer anymore. Well, I'm the fanfic critic. I read it. You listen.